everyone, this is Frosty, and today I have Zerg versus Protoss battle for you all to watch. But before we get started with the battle, I thought I'd share a little bit about some Batman. So if you didn't know, Batman Arkham City is going to be coming out in a month. I believe it's released on October 19th, so this is the sequel. The game sequel. This is not the movie, so the game is going to be released, of course, on October 19th. It's the sequel to Arkham Asylum, and that is the first Batman game. I played it on the PC. It was an amazing game, so I really have some high expectations for this second Batman coming out. And in this Batman, of course, you're going to be flying around Arkham City, beating up a lot of bad guys, and it's going to be a lot of fun, of course. It's actually going to be coming out on the Wii U in 2012, sometime in 2012, of course, because we don't know when the Wii U is going to be announced. But besides that, it's going to be coming out on the PC, the Xbox, and the PlayStation 3. So if you guys want to play some Batman, which I would definitely suggest, go right ahead. I'll probably maybe even do a review for it after I got it on October 19th. I'll probably pre-order it. It will be a great game. So that's all for now. Enjoy this commentary. Hey everyone, this is Frosty, and today I have a Zerg versus Protoss battle for you all to watch, and we are on Nurzim Crypt. One of my more favorite maps, actually. I've really enjoyed playing on this map. Maybe it's because there's so much open space in it, and that is great for Zerg. Anyways, we can see here is our Protoss player. He is red today, and his name is actually CyrusDaVirus. Hopefully he doesn't give me any kind of virus. That would be kind of bad. Anyways, we can see he's actually placed his pylon here, and he is going to probably choke right here. That is really not surprising of a Protoss player on this map, since these rocks really help. If these rocks weren't there, it would make it a lot more difficult for them to choke it. They probably wouldn't choke it as much. Anyways, we can see there's going to be a forge coming along. That's pretty regular. I'm going to be actually expanding right now at 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and we could see what else. He's scouting, I'm scouting, and he's gonna find me before I find him, and he sees probably that I do have this hatchery, and there is now my spawning pool on the way. Hopefully gas is coming soon. There comes the gas, and he is just gonna be building now a gateway. This is pretty, well, I guess I can see the gateway. The gateway is only really to choke, but looks like I'm still gonna be able to get in here though perfectly, so that was pretty good. I guess I'll just circle around his base for now like I always do, and it looks like he's actually trying to save up 400 minerals so that he could put a nexus down. So here comes those 400 minerals, and there goes that nexus. So that's not a very big surprise. So he did his nexus at 4 minutes. That means I'm about, a minute and 40 seconds ahead, I think, unless my math is off, Anyways, queen now has just popped, and we can see that he's actually going to be putting a proton cannon. Oh, God. I always say proton cannon. It's photon cannon. 2 photon cannons actually are on the way now, and I'm going to just slow this down to regular speed, and we can see now that I'm not actually getting my metabolic boost right now, but I'm going to be injecting larva, and I do not have that much money. I have actually a second queen down here, and let's look at income right now. I am 24 harvesters to his 21, so I am a little bit ahead right now. His nexus is just finishing, and it looks like I guess I built an extractor in his base, and it looks like he's going to send half of his drones down to start slowly saturating this nexus. So let's go back to production and see that actually my metabolic boost is on the way. Another overlord and a couple of zerglings just for a little bit of defense. But he's not building any, well, he just has that one zealot choking off here, so he hasn't done a full choke. This is really interesting, because usually Protoss does a full choke. All they have to do to get out is just destroy these destructible rocks, so I'm really surprised to see that he didn't fully choke. Anyways, we can see he is going to be getting Warp Gate on the way. Where is that? There's his cybernetic scar. It's a little farther over there, and it is just starting off. And what is this? A layer is coming along over in my base, and my metabolic boost is almost done. He is going to be building another gateway and a stalker, a few more probes, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to be building this game, but it should be interesting either way. And what you always want to do in a Zerg versus Protoss on this map is destroy these rocks, because if he comes in with a bunch of his force and sentries, he could easily choke you right here, split your army in half. It is so brutal when they split your army in half. So you want to make sure to kill these rocks. I haven't done it yet, but hopefully I will do it, because I know that I should. Anyways, we can see he's going to be building 3 gateways here, so that will make for a total of 4 gates. So it looks like he's going to be doing a little bit of a late 4-gate. And let's go back to income and see who's ahead. So I am 4 harvesters ahead, but we're pretty even right now. I must say he's doing pretty well on keeping up with me. But my lair is now done, and I wonder what I'm going to be building. Let's see. Overseer. So I want to really know what he's doing right now. So that Overseer is going to go in and scout to see what he's doing. And he's actually put a photon cannon to kill my extractor. I find that kind of a waste in a way. A photon cannon just to kill an extractor. You know, the stalker could have taken it out easily. And he has those 2 extractors now on the way. We can see I'm actually going to get a Hydralisk Den and an infestation pit, 8 more drones as well. And he's going to be getting his weapons, ground weapons level 1. Besides that, all these gateways are now becoming warp gates. I just scouted there with my Zergling. I can see that he does have warp gate, and I'm kind of scared for the fact that he might have a proxy pylon somewhere. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, my infestation pit is done. I remember I was going to do this game. So one of you actually suggested to do Hydra and, what was it, Ultralisk. To have the Ultralisk in the front taking all the damage and the Hydralisk in the back dealing all the damage. So this is going to be interesting. We can see here he's building, wow, he is building 4 more gateways. So he is going to be coming in for an attack sometime soon. That's quite interesting. He has a lot more gas than me right now, and I have 6 Hydras on the way, 12 Zerglings, and a 3rd hatchery is halfway done right now. My lair is my hive, I forgot, I'm getting a hive now, so that is halfway done as well. Let's look back at income, and oh my gosh, he's actually passed me on harvesters, so I really feel like I should applaud him right now for doing so well against, like, because I expanded like a good minute and a half earlier, but we can see he's actually expanded here, and I do not want Protoss on 3 base. Like some of you had said, Protoss on 3 base is basically impossible to get them off any other bases. It is very, very, very difficult, and I don't want to see that. We can see he's actually put a pylon here. I want to destroy that, and then I'll probably go ahead and destroy that Nexus, but he's going to be coming at me right now, so I'm not going to be sure if I'm going to destroy that Nexus. I might have been able to if I had gone for the Nexus first. Whew. Alright, so he's actually 7 harvesters ahead of me. He's really pumping right now. Really pumping those drones, and I'm not going to be able to get to kill that Nexus. Let's go back to production and see. Well, I've got nothing in production. I was just concentrating a lot on killing that Nexus, but it's not going to be killed today, so I just sent some Zerglings over here, because that is where he will be expanding next, so I want to make sure that he doesn't get to 4 base. 4 base, of course, would be even worse for me. 14, actually, drones are on the way, which makes me... Well, I still have 42, so we'll look in a few seconds and see how high my income becomes. Alright, I'm 5 harvesters ahead of him right now. It is a pretty close battle on harvesters. Let's go back to production, see what's going on. My Ultralisk Cavern is coming out, and I have a couple evolution chambers on the way. Getting evolution chambers is so important. I really want to make sure to get more upgrades than he does, and it looks like he's actually going to be getting Blink, so Blink, Blink, Blink. I don't really like Blink. Blink is never really fun to deal with, but I do have a lot of Hydras here going to army. We can see that I'm actually a little bit ahead right now on my army size, so he's going to come in and try to kill this. Hopefully he doesn't kill this. Hopefully my Hydras are fast enough. Come on, Hydras. Maybe I don't think I could take them right now. I do have tons of money, so to rebuild this would not be that terrible. And my Hydras are just sitting there. I could have easily killed them, but this base is probably going to go down. Unless I can kill him really quickly and save my base. I had a really slow reaction on that, I must say. And this is going to be going down. He's just taking out my hatchery, but I'm going to take out all of his stalkers. So I guess it's somewhat of compromise. I'm going to be getting Grooved Spines because I felt like for this build that you suggested, that one of you suggested, I feel like, you know, if the Hydras are going to be a little farther back, they need that extended range with the Grooved Spines, and he's actually getting charged as well. I'm going to be getting my ground level armor 1 and Burrow as well. Oh my gosh, there's so much coming on the way right now, and it looks like he's actually defending this Nexus pretty well. Anyways, I'm going to be getting missile attack because my Hydras are going to be dealing most of the damage, and what I'm doing here is I want to destroy these destructible rocks because if he's going to try to expand here, I want to make it more difficult for him to choke this if he's going to try to choke it. And we can see he's getting his ground weapons level 2, and I'm going to be getting extra armor for my Ultralisk as well. 11 Hydras are on the way, and it looks like he is going to be throwing down a pylon right there. Here comes a drone to go ahead and do... Oh, he's going to be throwing down a few pylons, I see. And it looks like he actually threw his army out, so I got perfect positioning there as he was running towards me. I ran towards his base, and I want to run those Hydras back. It looks like he's probably going to go ahead down there and destroy that hatchery, but I just had those ton of Hydras pop. Let's look at army size right now. We can see that I am a little bit ahead of him, so I should be able to take care of his army pretty well. And my guys are not at all upgraded right now. Well, he has, I think, level 1. Yeah, he has level 1 weapon, so he's a little bit better on his weapons, but he did put these, what are those, force fields up. But I did have my Hydra range, so that really didn't disrupt anything of mine. And we can see here I destroyed his base, destroyed those pylons. That's going to be good for me. Let's go back at income, and we can see, wow, he has 68 harvesters to my 49. I don't know if he needs 68 harvesters. What is the ideal number of harvesters to have? I'm really curious about that, but we can see he's actually going to be getting an observer, so he's going to go and scout my base, as well as a robotics facility. Or not facility, a robotics base, so we're going to be seeing probably some Colossus this game. He does have 2 robotics facilities, so there's going to be probably 2 Colossus coming out at a time. And he's 70 harvesters now. This is really surprising, and I assume he's probably going to go and try to expand. I'm just going to be killing off his pylons here, and he just has a bunch of zealots right now. Let's go back to production, see what's happening. I'm going to be getting my ground armor level 2 and my missile attack level 2 for my Hydras. 2 Ultras are on the way, and it looks like 2 hatcheries are actually on the way. Here's a nice hidden one, and my natural third would be right there. And I can see he does have a probe there. I'm not sure if these Zerglings can notice that. And I went down here because that's usually where they would expand next, so I wanted to make sure he hadn't expanded there. I have a Zergling on a lot of bases here. Just these 3 right here have not... don't have any scouting on them, basically. Whew. Anyways, let's see. He's going to be getting extended thermal glance, so that will give his Colossus more range. So that would be good. That's always good to get for Colossus, of course. And he's going to be getting ground armor, not armor. He's not getting any armor, actually, but he's getting his ground weapons level 3. So where am I? I'm not on level 3 at all. I'm currently just on level 2. And besides that, 18 Zerglings are on the way, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing with these Zerglings. We can see he does have an observer. I'm not really sure why he put it there. Maybe he saw that I did have infestors, so he wanted to make sure there was no infestors there. I don't think he's seen this yet, though, so that's pretty good. Anyways, let's go see his base. His base is pretty nice. He does have a lot of saturation right here. Let's go back to income. He has 71 harvesters. I'm at 57. And it looks like, yep, there's that thermal glance coming, and he actually already has 2 Colossus on the way. I missed that, but 2 Colossus are out already, and a bunch of Zealots. So Zealots are really good against both Ultralisk and Hydralisk, so I'm not really sure how this is going to be, but they are really a basic unit, you know? They're still like a level 1 unit, in my opinion. Anyways, we'll see how it goes. I'm sure there'll be a battle eventually. So it looks like he's going to be finishing off soon, this ground level 3. 2 more Colossus on the way while I have 2 Ultras. The good thing, though, is the Colossus will actually like really kill my Hydras really fast, but I do have those Ultralisks, which are really good against the Colossus. And my upgrades have just finished, and then I'm just starting my new ones because I have a lot of money. Not as much gas as he does, but I'm going to be getting ground armor level 3 and missile attack level 3. The reason I didn't get melee attack level 3 is I want these guys to do damage, but I want my Hydras to do even more damage because they're the one that's going to be doing all the attacking. These guys just really need to have a lot of armor. Wow, that is awesome. I love that. That is amazing. That's a nice line of probes, even though I don't really like this guy. Because, of course, he is my enemy. And we can see I'm going to get Overseer, so I'm probably going to come out and scout sometime soon. Here comes an Ultralisk, so that's not the greatest, because that is basically exposing this base if he was able to catch that. We can see he's going to be throwing a probe. I'm not sure what that probe's going to be doing. Probably building, I don't know. We'll see. He's just going to go wander around. We can see he's actually got a couple more simulators on the way. He does have a lot of gas. I don't know if he needs those simulators, but it looks like he's going to try to expand here. And I did kill those rocks, so that's going to make it easier. Plus, I do have a Zergling to kill off basically that potential base he would have built. And he actually has a lot of guys like right now. Let's look at army force. His army is quite bigger on minerals, but mine is quite bigger on the gas. So I'm not sure exactly how this goes. Let's go to production. I got one more ultra on the way. Here comes a few ultras that had just spawned. And he's going to become an infamy, and oh man, that's a lot of zealots. But I think I could probably take him. Let's go down to army size. We are both at 200, so it's time to attack. And I'm going to be killing off his Colossus first, because I don't want those Colossus killing off all my Hydras. And those guys went down so easily, he was just moving. I have got him in a perfect position here. My Hydras have that extra range. Do I have? My level 3 is not quite done yet, but I've taken care of this army pretty well. That was not very great control on his part. Let's go to units lost. I'm not really sure what that is. It's L. So, we can see that he's actually lost a lot more units. He's lost 12,400 resources, while I've lost barely 6,000. Wow, and here comes a ton of Zerglings to destroy a bunch of his probes, and my Zerglings are actually now... They're at least level 2, gonna be level 3 soon, so dealing with those probes is really easy. I feel like it's really hard to deal with probes when I'm not at all upgraded, because they can take care of you really well. And here comes a ton of zealots, and I don't think I can take down this base quite yet. He's gonna take care of all those Zerglings, and I have a huge force. I'm back almost at 200, and he's gonna be building a Templar archive, but I think it's a little too late for that. Plus, a couple Immortals are on the way. But I do have a huge force here. I think this is going to be game. Let's look at army size. Yep, I think that's basically game. I'm quite far ahead of him right now. And I must say, I really enjoyed this build. It was a lot of fun. I feel like I haven't played with Hydras in so long. And dealing all this damage with the Hydras was a lot of fun. And using the Ultras, of course, was great as well. Thank you so much. Zerg isn't overpowered. That's crazy. He just... I don't know what he did wrong. Well, he sent his whole... Like, I killed all 4 Colossus easily because he didn't do anything, right? You know, he just walked right past me. I hope you all enjoyed this game. I really loved it. So, if you guys want to try this, if you're a Zerg player and you want to try this build against Protoss, go right ahead. Make sure, though, he's going to probably be expanding, because you do need a lot of minerals to get all these Ultras and all these Hydras. Hydras are not cheap, I must say. And I did have level 3 on my armor and level 3 on my missile attack. So, thank you for the advice. It has clearly helped me, and I'll see you guys very soon.